I'm Sally Loane, the CEO of the Financial Services Council, and today I'm joined by Jim Minto, the Group CEO and Managing Director of TAL. And Jim will give us his insights into the life insurance industry in general and also some insights into the upcoming Life Insurance Conference. Jim, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Sally.
What are some of the biggest issues facing life insurance today?
Well, today we've got a bit of a consumer confidence issue in life insurance and a stakeholder confidence issue, but we shouldn't really have, because this industry does such a tremendous job for Australians. We've got largest levels of coverage we've ever had. We're paying more claims than we ever have. There's a lot of good things happening, but we need to modernise and build confidence in the industry a bit more.
Has there been a crisis of confidence, and do you think we're getting out of that now?
I think we're starting to come out of it. We've seen a lot of growth. The industry grew hugely, but risks emerged after the global financial crisis. The industry was disrupted by changes in consumer behaviour. I mean, this is an industry for consumers, but we had very long-term thinking about policy design and so on, and consumers, as they have done in other industries, have disrupted our industry, and we need to respond to that in modern ways that they would value.
Because when you think about the life insurance industry, when people have the right coverage, it can actually be such an amazing positive force for good, both to the national economy and to families in general, and individuals, of course, too.
It's a really exciting industry to work in. We just give people so much choice and opportunity at times of illness and when there's a bereavement. Today, over half the claims we pay are for people who are unwell. So they're not terminally ill, they're just unwell, they can't work, they need to be able to get better, get back to work and so on. So it's very modern and it touches a lot of people's lives. So the benefit use is very modern. The industry just needs to move more quickly to follow those consumers who want to know more about it and to engage more with it.
What are the biggest opportunities, do you think, for the industry as a whole?
I think, well, firstly, we've got to keep the sustainability perspective. Consumers want us to be there for them well out into the future, and they want what we do to be definitely, sustainable. They don't want to see the prices increasing and so on. But the opportunities are to engage with them in a modern way. They want to be able to research life insurance on their digital devices. They want to look at modern ways of accessing it. They want more control. They want to take more control and understand it better. And we haven't done a very good job of letting them do that.
They want an app.
They want an app, or they want engagement whatever way they want, whenever they want. Once upon a time, they could only get insurance from an advisor. Now they can get it in lots of different ways, but they don't fully understand it. It's our job and our opportunity to tell them the story.
Jim, the Trowbridge Inquiry into the life insurance industry post the ASIC review, what do you think that's going to do inside the industry and, of course, externally for consumers, which is very important too?
Yeah, I think it's going to help us with the sustainability agenda, and it's been a problem for some years. It's also going to help us better align the interests of consumers, of advisors and life companies. And if we're all aligned and all heading in the same direction and doing things in a sustainable way, we'll get a really good outcome for all parties.
So the status quo is not an option?
No, the status quo can't continue. It's been a problem for some years that the models have not been well enough designed. The market's changed. The world has changed. We have needed to change. It's a sustainability issue. We're here for many decades to come. These policies have to be very predictable and reliable for people for many decades to come.
And it's up to us to provide the solutions and the change?
We're the leaders. We've got to take control and lead this industry.
Is there anything on the agenda at the Life Insurance Conference that you're going to be really looking forward to, apart from everything?
Apart from everything. And your opening speech, Sally, of course. But look, I think the agenda's got a lot of modern topics on it. We're talking about some really interesting things. There's some good speakers attending. I like the look of the plenaries. And then those sessions later on and during the day, there's some good technical sessions. So I think it's a really good, well put together agenda, and I hope people really enjoy it.
I'm sure they will. Jim, just finally, your story. How did you get into life insurance? Did it happen when you were a very young person, or did you do something else and swap into life? How did your career pan out?
It was fairly late in life. Not that I'm very old, as you can tell, but no, seriously, I was running a managed funds company in our group, and the group CEO came to me and said, would I like to run the life and health company? So although I was part of a life insurance business, I wasn't actually running a life company till then. That was about 16 years ago. So that was my first intensive foray into it. And I've loved it ever since. I've really enjoyed being involved in it, Sally.
What have you liked most? If you could sum up the things that you've really enjoyed and given you great fulfilment in life.
The greatest fulfilment has been, well, can I tell this story back to front? My first career was as an estate planner, looking after widows, families, in times of loss. Someone died, and what I could see was that when there was life insurance, there was often a very substantially different financial outcome for a family than when there wasn't. So later on, when I came to head up a life insurance company, I immediately identified with this tremendous purpose and value of what we do. We like to say we are by your side for life, and that's really what it means. And even if you have passed away, your dependents, your children, your partner, and so on, are going to have some financial backing. And that's just so enormously meaningful. Plus, of course, today, as I said earlier, half the benefits are wellness benefits, the people who are sick and can't work. It's very contemporary. So that part of life insurance is the most enjoyable. It's a really good feeling, helping people who want to help themselves.
Jim Minto, thank you very much.
Thank you.